Welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. For my guest today is this incredible singer who's joining called Lennox. He's actually created such an incredible song called Millie in a Year. So I'm about to add Lennox into the live now to have a chat with Lennox, who's my incredible guest on my show this week. So yeah, let's add Lennox in and have a chat with Lennox. Hey,
Oh
how's it
wow.
going?
Hey, hello, you right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want to say first up, Lennox, thank you so much for taking the time to join my show. It's such a pleasure having you on the show for today. To people that don't know who you are, if you give like a bit of backstory about yourself, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Obviously my name is Lennox. I'm a new upcoming musician who's, just recently started to release my own songs and has released my first song called Mill in a Year and is gonna release a lot more songs in the near future and yeah, exciting things to come, I guess. Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now. So for my very first question, as you mentioned, you created this incredible new song release called Millie in a Year. Incredible song, by the way. To people that haven't
Thank
listened,
you.
to people that haven't listened to it, definitely go check out Millie in a Year. It's truly such an inspirational song and really such a good vibe to it. What was it like getting to create this song in the first place? Like, what was like your idea of like wanting to create it in the first place?
I think the song started off during lockdown. So during lockdown, I remember I just, there was a lot of time, we were all trapped indoors and stuff. And, there were times where I was definitely really bored. So I think I went on YouTube and I just heard like a random beat or random instrumental. And I was like, wow, this sounds really cool. And like at this time, I wasn't doing music at all or hadn't written any song at all yet. And then I heard the beat and I was like, okay, let me, for fun, I'm just locked down as well. Let me try write something and see how it goes. And then I wrote something and I wrote the song and I was like, let me go studio and see if I can create an actual song from this. I went to the studio. I went to Tough Gone Studios in Warrington, um, got it produced and everything. Did the song in the studio, and yeah, it sounded really great. A lot better than I thought it was going to sound. And I was like, I've got to release this, like, and I just enjoyed the entire process of it, writing the song, producing the song as well, being in the studio. And I was like, from that moment, I kind of realized that this is what I want to do. And then since then, I guess I've just realized I've always wanted to do music. And yeah, I guess, yeah, it was a success. Yeah.
So on to my very next question. So you actually have a new song release coming out October 26th called Free. What can people expect from this new song that you have like releasing this month?
It's actually going to release on October 29th. Yeah. But what can people expect from the song? I think this song, compared to Million a Year, I feel like Million a Year was kind of me more just talk about my life and the thoughts that were going through my head during lockdown period. But my next single, Free, which I'm releasing this month, it's a lot more personal. It's about, me kind of wanted to do what I've always wanted to do and me going after and chasing my dreams and just sometimes feeling like trapped and alone and kind of just wanted to break through those barriers and discover who I am and, to find out more about myself as a person. So that's really what the song encapsulates. So I think once you hear the lyrics of the song, you'll realize that this is quite a deep song, and I think people will appreciate that. Yeah.
So on to my very next question. So what made you decide as a person and especially as an artist, like to get into singing in the first place?
Um, I think there's a lot of things because like since like youth, I've always loved music. I remember my mum told me that like when I was in before I was even born, like whenever my mum and dad would like play like music on like the speakers, I'd be like knocking on like my mum's tummy, I'd be like kicking and start moving and stuff. And like even like to this day, like when I listen to music, like there's like certain songs which I listen to which remind me of like memories which I had as a child. So like when I think of like memories I had as a child, I think of like certain songs that go with it. Um, and just listen to music. Like I really just appreciate music as an art, and I don't know, just connect with me like if I'm having a bad day, I'll just listen to the music instantly, and it just makes me feel a lot better. And it's kind of a way of expressing myself. And ever since then, I'm really grateful I've discovered it, because now I'm just able to express myself and who I really am through my music. Yeah.
So on to our very next question. So who would be your all-time inspirational person or music artist that you look up to, and why?
Oh, it's a great question. There's a lot of musicians that I look up to. There's a lot of great musicians, but I think one of the main ones that stand out for me would probably be KSI. Mainly because, he started off as a YouTuber, kind of seeing his whole journey of how he's released songs and keep getting better and better to get to the point where he is now, where he's releasing really good, like, mainstream music. He's getting #1 albums, #1 singles and stuff. So just seeing him go from, songs that weren't that good and seeing his progress to how far he is now is really inspiring. And I realized that, he kind of taught us that, anyone can do it. Like, if you really want to do something, just go for it. And that is what I love about music. Like, if you want to do it and you want to express yourself, then music is kind of just one of those things that you can just do that. Yeah, for sure.
So on to our very next question. So what does performing music mean to you, especially as an artist standpoint?
Performing music, well, obviously since I've just recently got into music, I'm still yet to perform. I hope to perform soon though, live. I think that'll be really sad. I think that'll be really exciting. But I think performing live really allows you to engage with your audience and kind of see how the fans or the crowd react to your music and if they enjoy it or not. I don't know. I feel like you're just able to connect with your audience a lot more when you see them in person. And yeah, just seeing everyone getting gassed and happy and excited about hearing your music, it must be amazing. So I can't wait to experience that in the near future. Yeah.
Onto that, if you could go anywhere on tour, anywhere in the world after all this pandemic is over, what country would you want to go to and why?
Any country I want. Ooh. Well, definitely somewhere sunny, because here in UK, the weather's not really the best, to be honest. Definitely somewhere sunny. Maybe somewhere like Spain, Mallorca. I've always wanted to go Canada and South America, like Brazil, or even some places Greece, Bali, Mauritius. I'd love to go to places like that. And Australia as well. I'd actually really love to come to Australia. I think that'd be great. So yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you're very welcome in Australia anytime. I'll hook you up if you ever need. So there you go. The beaches are good too in Australia. If you ever go to any of the beaches in Australia,
yeah,
highly beaches. The beaches are so good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
on my very next question for you. So if you could work with any top 3 music artists, especially in the music industry, who would you vibe with the most? Who would you say you vibe with the most?
Wow, great question. With me, for me with music, I'm kind of all over the place. I listen to various it's not one type of style of music that I listen to. I listen to a lot of stuff ranging from pop to hip hop to drill to R&B. I really listen to a lot of music, but if I had to pick a top 3 artists, I'd say, great question. I'd say Khaled. I think he's really good. I really love his music. Drake as well. Drake's really sick. And probably I'd say KSI. Yeah, he's releasing some really great songs right now. Yeah.
So on to our very next question. So what have you learned about yourself as a person and especially as an artist during COVID?
During COVID, well, during the whole lockdown period, that's kind of how I discovered my passion for music. So, I think during the whole COVID period, I kind of discovered how much I really love music. I've always loved listening to it and appreciating artists' work and songs that they produce. But I guess making my own songs, I don't know, it just feels really great. It's kind of like an outlet for me to express how I'm feeling and who I am as a person, and for people to get to know me a lot better. Because sometimes I'm quite closed off, so I don't really tell people what I'm doing or what I'm like and stuff, and express how I'm feeling. But music kind of allows me to do that. So I think very grateful for that COVID period, because it's kind of given me like a time to figure out what I've always wanted to do. And now I'm at a position where I'm making music, make my own songs, even talk about releasing my next single this month. Like, it's crazy. And, there's only, the only way up from here is up. So I just can't wait for more things to start happening. Yeah.
I've, like for my very next question for you, like onto the music side of things, what do you hope to gain out of your music? Like what kind of like people do you want to listen to your music? Like what kind of like vibe do you want out of your music like in the future?
Great question. I think with me, my goal for music is, I think it's kind of right now, it's kind of just like a hobby for me. It's kind of just something that I enjoy like doing. Like, I'm not doing it to like try and be famous or try and be rich and this, that. I'm just kind of doing it just because I genuinely enjoy doing it. And, seeing people's like response to like my song as well. Like when I released Meal in a Year and seeing all the like the positive feedback, it was just great to see, to be honest. I was just really warmed to my heart. Because, Meal in a Year was like my first song. So I was really nervous to release it. There was even like a point where I almost didn't release it because I was questioning whether I was good enough. And then I finally gained the courage to release it, and it went really well. So I'd say, yeah, just excited to see, how people react, and to my next single as well. That should be really exciting. Type of people, I think anyone. I'd love for anyone to listen to my music. Because for me, like as I said, like the type of music I listen to is all over the place. Like I'll listen to literally anything. As long as it sounds good to me, then I'll literally listen to it. So I think that's what my music will like portray and convey. Like, it's going to be all over the place. I'm not going to just be one style of like music. It's going to be like various different styles. Like my next songs, like, compared to Millionaire, are very different. So I think my music will capture a large audience for sure. It's got songs which are deep, with people in their feelings or feeling a bit emotional. And then I'll release like songs which like a bit more upbeat, and people want to have a good time too. So yeah, exciting. It's exciting. Yeah.
So on to our very next question. So what are like the positive and negatives into creating your own like music, and how do you get through those like negative moments as an artist?
I think, yeah, creating my own music, there's a lot of positives. As I said, it's kind of like an outlet for me to show and express who I am and how I'm feeling to people who don't really know me, or those who I do know as well. Another positive, I've always wanted to do it, so I'm living my dream doing it. So it's a blessing. I guess the negatives, not really much negatives with music, to be honest. I guess what the only negative would be like getting exposure is quite hard, especially as an upcoming artist. You really have to try and find new opportunities to really portray your talent and stuff. But there's definitely, I think over the years, there's been a lot more opportunities growing for like new and upcoming artists, which is great to see. So I'd say, yeah, not really a lot of negatives with like being an independent artist. It's actually pretty cool to have like free reign over my music and release music that I want to release and that I enjoy. So yeah, mainly positive, I'd say. Yeah.
Awesome. So on to our very last question. So like, what's like next for you, like that you like to announce? Like, I know your new single release is coming out this month, October 29th, which is called Free. Everyone definitely go support Lennox and his new single release. I have to say, you have such an incredible gift and talent, Lennox. You really do.
Thank you.
Highly recommend people go check out Million a Year. It's such an incredible song. Do you have like any last final things that you like to announce on the show?
I guess the main thing, that I'm releasing the new single this month. So yeah, quite a deep song. So I would love to see what people think about it. People to follow me on all social medias and stay updated, because, I will be releasing a lot of stuff Got a lot of stuff planned for more songs and bigger surprises as well coming up soon. So yeah, very, very exciting. So I guess that's all I'd say. Watch the space. I'd say, yeah.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Lennox. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show for today.
Purchase your tracks today.
I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm still here. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm still here. Every day that flies past, I thank the Lord 'cause it's a blessing. We only live once, so let's take each day as a lesson. Facing trials and tribulations, everybody gotta hustle. Fitting every piece to solve the mystery of this puzzle. Grinding every day, trying to pave my own future. Survival of the fittest, written by Mother Nature. Begging mercy from the Lord, hoping for His guidance. I keep my life in private, build my way in silence. I stay behind the scenes, not get any attention. These baskets from the heart, call this my confession. Born to make a difference, trying to score the match winner. The goal is world peace, 'cause we're all in this together. Working on my mental, trying to get my head straight. To build a better me, so my legacy is great. Nothing comes for free, every choice you make is vital. To make it to the top, learn that life is one big cycle, eh? I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm still here. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm let's switch up the story, yeah, let's switch up the flow. I've been planting my seeds, I'ma watch them all grow. There's a lot of things about me that you wouldn't believe. So many things I wanna do and that I wanna achieve. Wanna start my own business and be my own boss. Taking orders from nobody, call me Rick Ross. I'ma build my empire, slow and steady is my way. History shows Rome wasn't built in a day. People come and go, only the real have your back. But I don't take that shit to heart, I just spit on a track. People who hear this verse will feel on my pain and understand the struggle and remember my name. Always had my back and you check on me when I'm down. I love it when I'm with me, you're the queen to my crown. I know we're just friends, but girl, with you I see a future. Wish you knew the truth so you could know my feelings sooner, eh? I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm still here. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. You know that I've got nothing to fear. I'm trying to make $1 million a year. I'm gonna make the most while I'm still here.
Purchase your tracks today.